P2B gives Tinubu ideas on how to stop exit of international investors. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. Labour Party's presidential candidate P2B via his X account said that Nigeria cannot be great in an atmosphere that is carrying strategic international investors away. Exactly. Treat the environment, then the investors will stay. The news in detail, please. News reports that the billionaire businessman explained that iconic companies like GSK and P&G are abandoning Nigeria because Nigeria's medium to long-term prospect strategy is in the negative. His words read thus: "A few months ago, I lamented the exit of one of the top global pharmaceutical giant GlaxoSmithKline GSK from Nigeria. GSK remains a top global pharmaceutical manufacturer and has had 51 years of operations in Nigeria. The reason for the exit was that there was no longer a perceived growth in Nigeria anchored on productivity. Today, Procter & Gamble, P&G, the world's largest personal care and household products company, makers of iconic brands like Pampers, Gillette, etc., is again leaving Nigeria. For the same reason, GSK left. Following these, also are French pharmaceutical companies Sanofi Aventis and top energy firm Norwegian behemoth Equinor, which sold off its Nigerian business development associate 15 years ago. P&G, as they are commonly called, viewed Nigeria as a strategic country of importance and invested millions of dollars in an ultra-modern chain supply structure in Agbara, which sadly is now up for sale. The presence of these iconic companies in any economy is not only that they signify trust and confidence, as well as belief in the medium to long-term socio-economic prospects of such countries, but they massively create jobs, invest in research and development, as well as pieces of training which smaller players in the industry learn from and adapt. They help to a great extent to develop local talents for both local and global jobs. The exit of these top global companies shows that our medium to long-term prospect strategy is in the negative. Our investment profile is not attractive and our business environment is deteriorating continually. The purchasing power of most Nigerians is nosediving every day in the face of the absence of the rule of law, a conducive business environment. It will be difficult to retain such iconic companies and talk more about attracting new ones. The government at all levels in Nigeria must therefore take immediate steps to ensure that institutions of governance are put in place and actively engaging to show that the situation is reversed. National greatness and development cannot be pursued in an atmosphere that is carrying away strategic international investors." Now, a lot of people will come outside and say, let them go, let them go. Do you know how many thousands? Thousands is an understatement. Do you know how many people are working and feeding from these people? For those who come outside and say, let them go. It's like people do not know. They don't know what is SOP, a country that has been in Nigeria for over 50 years, up and go, and I say, let them go. Another one left. And for those who do not even understand, who are going to come out and say, we don't hear you, we don't hear you. Do you know that, to me, P2B is actually serving the country with these ideas he's putting out? That is, if the government takes his advice. If they actually take his advice, I'm not saying they should take it hook, line, and sinker, but this is a very good suggestion. You understand? It's a very good suggestion in the sense that if they, refine it, take the advice, refine the advice, and apply it, and if it works for them, who says it's not a way he's serving? It does not mean to join them for him to serve. This he's doing, this suggestion of ideas, is something that is it is also serving in this way. It's serving in this manner. Sapito B, I for one thank you for your effort towards lifting Nigeria to a greater height, but I will advise you to stop because these are people who are bent on doing wrong things and you want to re-engineer them to do good and it's not possible. Well, you can say that because of course If these people have good plans for us, the way they remove subsidy, most especially this government, the way they remove subsidy, they will not have removed it. And the way they are living extravagantly, they will not have. Okay, another person is now contrary. No, this is another way to show some Nigerians who do not believe in his love for the country that it is not the way they see things. Remember that another election will soon come in 2027. What ideas do you want to give the person you fail to recognize as president of Nigeria? The government will make mockery of your ideas and even tell you that Tinubu has more ideas than you as a master strategist. He knows what he is doing and how to solve the problems on ground within short periods. Those companies making huge profits here in Nigeria and are not ready to pay stipulated taxes should find their way out. The only time Tinubu or the government will value your ideas is when you call Tinubu to congratulate him. So because he has not called them to congratulate him, if he suggests good ideas, they should not take it. And fine and good now. At the end of the day. Fine and good. Now coming out to say they don't want to pay taxes. Don't hear from one side though. These companies all of a sudden, they just up and left. Have they not been paying the taxes before now? What happened? Did they increase the taxes? As you're increasing the taxes, is the atmosphere suitable for doing business? If you're saying, okay, you want increase tax, is the atmosphere suitable for for doing business? That's another angle to it. Peter, we stop giving ideas because they will not take it. We are not even interested. Okay, somebody now saying we are not even interested in his ideas. He should go and plan how he will win this election. Since Atiku insists that he will still contest. Okay, well. He should keep his ideas for his next governorship agenda because as it is, he can only be a governor in Nigeria. Okay, the wahala. He doesn't want a madman idea. This is why you Northerners will remain in abject poverty. This person really finished these people and it is not nice. And I'm going to read it out word for word. In disease and begging and lack in the midst of abundance because you don't have value for intellectual property and sense of ingenuity for social development. Shame and empty score. You can always give your comment without sounding like this. You can give your comment. This month, as they say no grief for anybody, don't be say you go insult people die. You can always, give your 2 cents diplomatically. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy!